Greetings and salutations, my friends. This is Comic Book Hangover. My name is Scott, and here we go with the movies that I watched in the second half of November of 2025 as my year-long movie-a-day marathon where I go through not all the movies, but at least 365 movies in our collection, of which we do have a very vast collection of movies. So here we go with the movies that I watched from November 16th to November 30th, starting with an upgraded film. I had this one on DVD for years. Love this movie, and saw that they had it at we have a secondhand movie store here in Jackson called Disc Traders, and we were down there, and I saw they had this on Blu-ray, so I had to go ahead and upgrade it, and that is Flypaper. Flypaper, the best way to describe this movie is it is Clue in a bank. It's a robbery heist movie with heavy, homages, not really homages, I guess. It tips its hat a lot to the style of the great movie Clue. An amazing cast. It's got Patrick Dempsey, Ashley Judd, and many, many other people in there, but a great movie. It's quirky. It's funny. It's got a great story, fun characters. I mean, there's really nothing about this movie that I did not like. So Flypaper, great film. The next one, I think I actually got this one on a discount. Yeah. And there's also one reason why I don't like steel books, but I've got Sherlock Holmes Steelbook. I bought this from Best Buy. This is the last one that they had there when I bought it. And I got a discount on it because I don't know if you can see, but right around in there, it's dented up pretty good. And so they gave me a discount on it. So I got a pretty cheap, fun movie. I was kind of hoping that they would do a third one of this one because I think Sherlock Holmes should be a trilogy as opposed to just a movie and its sequel. Moving on, another Blu-ray rather, and one of the few movies based on actual events that I really like. And it seems like movies that I have that are based on actual events, like heavily inspired by actual events, are more music based. But we have this one here, another one with an amazing cast, an awesome soundtrack, and that is CBGB. Of course, the bar, the legendary bar that started off punk in America and launched the careers of so many great, amazing, iconic, legendary bands. Great movie, excellent. Just, I don't know, there's just not much more you can say about it. And then the next one, this one's going back some time. This one is from, say, 1930, probably one of the oldest movies that we have in our collection. And this is a double feature, but I watched this one here, and it is Soup to Nuts. This is a double feature. It has Three Stooges in the Snow White and the Three Stooges and Soup to Nuts. Soup to Nuts has the original Stooges, which is Larry, Moe, and Shemp, before Shemp left because he didn't like Ted Healy very well. But it's great. They weren't really the main characters in this movie. They were sort of side characters, but it was their antics in this that really brought them to the forefront of people who were, who went to the theater and watched this one. They wanted to see more of these Three Stooges, and that's sort of one of the things that helped launch their mainstream America career. The next one is one of the 3 or 4 versions of this movie that I have. And this is Army of Darkness. We wound up watching this year. We watched the international cut. This version here, this has the director's cut, the theatrical cut, the international cut, and it has the TV cut. I added, as you can see, it says Blu-ray. This is not a Blu-ray disc. This is a Blu-ray case because I needed something that holds 4 discs, because I also have the Bruce Campbell versus Army of Darkness official bootleg version, which mainly I'm keeping because of the special features. There's some really good special features on there about Bruce Campbell talking about the fans of anything really, but talking about the fans of Army of Darkness, Xena, that sort of thing. But great stuff. Excellent movie. And really, there's not much more that anybody can say about them. I mean, not much more I could personally say about that movie that hasn't been said, because it's just an amazing movie from top to bottom. Next one was Megamind. One of the few movies that has a celebrity doing a main character voice that I really liked. Usually, I don't like it when celebrities do voices of animated characters, because you can't. It doesn't allow the animated character to become its own entity. You only hear the voice of the celebrity. You don't hear the voice of the character, if that makes any sense at all. But when Will Ferrell did the voice of Megamind, you can still hear Will Ferrell, but he changes his voice to enough, and he adds this inflection to the words that he says and how he says them that makes this voice more Megamind's voice than Will Ferrell's voice. And I respect that. I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan, but I do respect him for that. The next one up is Cowboy Bebop, the movie. My son and I are going through Cowboy Bebop, the series. He really enjoys it. I really enjoy it. We've got one of the vinyl soundtracks for it. It's a great show from top to bottom. The movie is really the only part of the franchise that I have that's on DVD. I need to get this on Blu-ray, but it's so expensive now in secondhand market. I'm hoping they'll do a re-release for it at some point. But we've watched this one after watching episode 22 because the movie takes place around episode 22, 23, 24 of the series. So that's where we put it and had fun. Next couple of movies, this is the week of Thanksgiving. And I figured that since it's the week of Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving is all about turkeys, I figured I'd watch some of what some would consider the biggest turkeys in my collection. The movies that I enjoy. I enjoy all these movies from top to bottom. But there are some movies in my collection that people will look at them as like, why in the hell do you own these movies? And it's stuff like this one here. Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death, which I do proudly and happily own on Blu-ray. I do have the DVD copy of this. It's in storage. I need to get it out. But the DVD copy of this one I'm keeping because I took it to Motor City Comic Con a few years back, and I had Adrienne Barbeau sign it for me. And we got into a wonderful conversation. She's a lovely lady. And I really wish I could have spent more time picking her brain about her experiences in Hollywood and these wonderful movies that she's made. The next one for the week of Thanksgiving that I watched is Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity. It's known as one of the worst movies ever made, but this kind of tells you my bargain basement taste in films. I like this movie. I really enjoy this movie. And I like these kind of movies in general. Next one of the greatest campy movies of all time in modern history, Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie, where they show This Island of Earth, which we also have on Blu-ray or 4K, one or the other. I'll watch that one at some point, but I wanted to watch this one. It just, for some reason, Thanksgiving and Mystery Science Theater 3000 goes together to me, sort of like New Year's and the Three Stooges go together. But there you go, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Continuing the week of Thanksgiving, Sharknado: The Fourth Awakens. Again, digging up the Steelbook edition. I've got 2 more Sharknado movies to watch. So I'm hoping to be able to finish this up this year and have watched the original 6 Sharknado films. Now, I know there was an announcement that they're going to be doing Sharknado Origins, and supposedly that's going to be in theaters. I would love that. It's supposed to be out next year. I know I'm excited. As I was telling my son that then 2026, we're going to have a Killer Tomatoes movie, a new Godzilla movie, and a Sharknado movie. I mean, it is a good time to be alive. And then on Thanksgiving, as we segue back into the movies that I watched, and Thanksgiving, I watched really the only movie that I have. I don't watch this one very much because it is kind of a depressing film. And I don't know why I didn't watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles instead of this one, but it was one that I hadn't watched for quite a long time. And that is Pieces of April with, Katie Holmes, Sean Hayes, and Oliver Platt. It's kind of a depressing story about this girl who's just trying to impress her family. Her family treats her like crap because she did make mistakes in her past, in her youth, but she's trying to turn her life around and she wants to host Thanksgiving. And nobody in her family is really, except for her father, is willing to give her the benefit of the doubt as far as how she's been able to turn her life around. So, great movie. I mean, like I said, it's not a happy film, not really. It does have one of those sort of melancholy, happy endings, but not one that I can watch a whole lot. One that I can watch a whole lot, Die Hard, which I gotta say, I am of the camp that this is not technically a Christmas movie. Christmas, it does take place at Christmas time, but Christmas is not a big part of the story. For me, in order for a movie to be considered a Christmas movie, Christmas, the holiday, the concept, whatever, has to be a big part of the story. Home Alone, Better Watch Out, Santa's Sleigh, Rare Exports. All these movies, Christmas is central. Gremlins, Christmas is central to the story. So, in that sense, I can't consider Die Hard or Die Hard 2 to be Christmas movies because it's more background. It's like it's background fish. It's not really that important to the story. I mean, it could have taken place at any time of the year, and it still would have been the same kind of story. Moving on. Street Fighter. Sorry, I still have something in my throat. My allergies and whatever is kind of messing with me. But Street Fighter, because I like bad movies. moving on. The last movie that I watched is one of my favorite movies of all time. This is an older film. This is James Stewart. I'm just going to put it up here. Harvey. This one I had on DVD and I had to upgrade it on Blu-ray. I love this on Blu-ray. It looks fantastic. A great cast. Great story. And it's one of those that you kind of wonder if Harvey is real or not. I don't know. I don't really want to get to, I don't like to get into analyzing the movies that I watch and enjoy, because to me that kind of takes the fun out of it. If you start analyzing the film and this is what the director meant to say and this is what the story means, and you have all the subtext and all the underlying themes and all that crap, I have no interest in that. When I watch a movie, I want to sit down, watch a movie, and enjoy the hell out of it, and then move on to the next one. But Harvey is a great film. It's funny, it's quirky, it's heartfelt, it's got a lot of great. It's one of the few movies that has a really, really good philosophical lines in it that, you know, if you take it to heart, can probably change your life. But that said, those are the movies that I watched in the second half of November. We're getting ready to wrap this up. I got 2 more of these videos to go, and then we're going to start something new for 2026. But there you go. That said, I hope everybody enjoyed the movies that I watched, and let me know all these movies that I've watched this year that I have posted on TikTok and I have posted on YouTube. Let me know what you think. I mean, I think I have a pretty eclectic collection of films, but I like to see what else everybody else has as well. But yeah, let's like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see everybody next time with another either movie video or comic book video. Who knows? We'll see. See ya. Bye.